Let's start with the question of the week in Pulse Point. Have you made your voice count yet? The FSSAI has invited public feedback on proposed regulations to tackle the unchecked rise of dairy analogues, a matter directly impacting food integrity, farmer livelihoods, and consumer trust. If you haven't responded, today is your last chance. This is not just a regulatory formality. It's a democratic opportunity for every stakeholder in the dairy ecosystem to shape the future of our industry. Speak now or risk being unheard later. Cribbing after decisions are made won't help. Participating today will. For your information, deadline is tomorrow and the link to respond is given in the description below. Thank you. Karnataka's Bamul Dairy Cooperative has launched trials of the country's first biodegradable milk packets, aiming to significantly reduce plastic usage in daily dairy packaging. These new pouches are made from plant-based, compostable materials that degrade naturally within months, unlike conventional plastic sachets that can linger in landfills for over 400 years. Estimates suggest that if scaled across regional and state cooperatives, this innovation could eliminate up to 100 million plastic milk sachets annually, delivering material cost savings and stronger brand positioning. Let's understand the technology behind biodegradable packaging here.
Using plant-based materials like PLA, polylactic acid, and starch-based polymers is an eco-friendly alternative to traditional plastic and dairy packaging. These bioplastics are derived from renewable sources such as cornstarch or sugarcane, making them biodegradable and compostable under industrial conditions. They're now being used to create milk pouches, yogurt cups, and cheese wraps that reduce plastic pollution while maintaining food safety and shelf life. This shift supports sustainability.
Himachal Pradesh has become the first Indian state to introduce minimum support price (MSP) for milk. The government procures cow milk from over 38,000 farmers, averaging 2.25 lakh liters daily at Rs 51 per litre, based on quality. Additionally, 1,482 buffalo rearers supply 7,800 liters daily, bought at Rs 61 per litre. To support farmers in remote areas, a Rs 2 per litre transport subsidy is provided, improving market access and reducing costs for marginal producers. Chief Minister Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu emphasized that the reforms aim to build a sustainable, inclusive dairy ecosystem, valuing farmers and quality. The state has also launched a goat milk procurement pilot, offering Rs 70 per litre. Currently, 100 litres are sourced daily from 15 goat rearers. Madhya Pradesh Congress Chief Jitu Patwari has raised concerns with Amit Shah over the decline of the Sanchi dairy brand post its merger with NDDB. He said the merger hasn't helped consumers or farmers, citing drops in milk collection and sales. CM Mohan Yadav had promised to raise MP's share in national milk production from 9% to 20%, which Patwari called an airy target. Indore's milk collection dropped from 94,496 kg in FY24 to 85,438 kg in FY25, and milk sales declined from 1.56 lakh litres to 1.51 lakh litres. Farmer committees fell from 385 to 362. Of 257 Sanchi parlour applications, only 57 were accepted and 31 opened. In Indore, only 1 out of 74 applications was approved.
Dairy tariffs. Imposed tariffs on Canadian dairy imports. Prices for cheese, milk, and butter increased in some U.S. markets because American dairy farmers couldn't fully replace Canadian supply. Politicians often sell tariffs as a way to punish foreign countries, claiming they will force Canada to lower prices or make U.S. industries more competitive. But that's not what actually happens. Tariffs are essentially a tax on a country's own people. Businesses don't want to absorb the cost, so they raise prices. Consumers pay more for everyday goods, from cars to groceries. In the end, it's the American taxpayer funding the tariffs, not Canada.
The U.S. doesn't really have a program right now that would allow migrant workers to get a visa to work on a dairy farm year-round. As 7 News reporter Lexi Bruning tells us, while the U.S. border czar has been supportive of creating a program for workers to be on the farm legally like that, there's now a signal from the Oval Office.
Agriculture. It's the largest private industry in the North Country with a $1.7 billion impact on the region. To keep up, workers play a big role, and many of them aren't from the United States.
I still believe to this day that if there's a need for that type of employment on dairy farms, there should be a way for them to do that through a legal process.
Right now, the U.S. has what's called an H-2A visa program. It allows employers to bring immigrants to the U.S. to fill temporary seasonal agricultural jobs, but anyone who works on a dairy farm knows that's not a temporary job.
They milk twice a day, 365 days a year.
Have to.
I understand that. And growing up in farm country, I certainly understand this.
Now, a report out of Reuters shows Trump is suggesting farmers could petition the federal government to keep some of its farm workers in the United States, providing the workers leave the country and come back with legal status. According to the report, Trump made the suggestion last week at a cabinet meeting. A representative with the New York Farm Bureau and a dairy farmer who asked to remain anonymous says that's a positive step.
It's uplifting for us because we've been advocating for some sort of program for dairy farm workers from out of country that would serve longer than the current H-2A program, which has a max of 10 months.
Immigration and dairy farms have become a hot-button topic since a criminal warrant was served at North Harbor Dairy in the town of Hounsfield. An alleged criminal was detained, but so were 7 others, described as illegal aliens. A recent article out of Syracuse.com says Border Patrol agents are on a mission to prosecute every person who crosses the border illegally, not just those who pose a threat, alleging instances of undercover officers in ski masks showing up at dairy farms in unmarked cars. Before that article was published, Homan continued to maintain the federal government is not raiding farms unless there's a criminal.
Some of the misinformation I see out there is officers going door to door looking for illegal aliens. False.
It's unclear when or if any updates to H-2A will be made or whether Trump's suggestion will come to fruition. Lexi Bruning, 7 News.
अच्छा दूध मिलता है किस्मत से। ढूंढने निकलो तो छठी का दूध याद आ जाए, मगर दूध से अलग भी तो नहीं रह जाता। यहाँ दूध का दांत भी टूट जाए तो परियां लोरियां सुनाती हैं, दूध की कटोरियां लाती हैं। कभी दूध जोश मारता है तो कभी दूध का कर्ज चुकाया जाता है। कस्मों में दूध, रस्मों में दूध। कोई किसी के लिए दूध की नदियां बहाता है तो कभी दूध की नहरें बनाता है। यहाँ दूध के हैं रूप 1000 और हर रूप में सिर्फ प्यार ही प्यार। गुड मिल्क समझता है दूध से जुड़े हर जज्बे, हर जरूरत को, क्योंकि ये रिश्ता है दूध का। गुड मिल्क, रोज रोज गुड मिल्क जिया करो।